Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. I'm not gonna lie, you're currently looking at the cleanest part of my entire apartment. It's like this little section on the couch. I got space. Otherwise, everything else, it feels like, is in upheaval. I've emptied out my front room. I've started putting stuff together for hopefully a new studio build. So outside of watching like television episodes, hopefully before the week is over, you're seeing me sit somewhere different with a desk, like a real desk, not like a coffee table that pulls out, and like better set design than just like pictures of me with celebrities that I've met at Comic-Con. I'm excited. I think the front room's already starting to look pretty cool, but it is it is a mess back here. But I made sure I had enough space, and it was clean enough to jump into some trailers with you guys, because while I was starting to work on the front room, it just seems like a plethora of trailers came out, which just seems to be the case almost every week at this point. There's just always a really good amount and a solid bunch of trailers coming out. And when I saw this one dropped, I was on my way to the movie theater to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. If you want to see my immediate reaction to that, you can see it right up there. But I was nervous. I was like, oh man, am I going to sit down and then get this trailer in the trailers that are in front of the movie? Fortunately, I think there was only like 2 trailers left by the time I got there, and it was not this one, which means it wasn't spoiled for me, which means we can sit here and watch it together. What are we talking about? Why ain't pull up a chair? Take a seat. We are getting ready to take a look at the official teaser trailer for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. That, of course, is Beetlejuice 2. It's the sequel to the original Beetlejuice, starring Michael Keaton. And Keaton is back. Winona Ryder is back. And Jenna Ortega is joining the fun. And I'm super excited, man. This is one of those, like, properties where you didn't really need a sequel ever to Beetlejuice. Like, Beetlejuice is just perfect the way it is. However, if you have the right people involved, I'm okay going back there, because I would love to see Michael Keaton now sink his teeth into this character. I honestly think you could argue that, like, Keaton in the later half of his life has been stronger than he even was back then. So the idea of, like, you know, getting to see Michael Keaton reprise his Batman role, I thought that worked really, really well. I won't lie. The more I've sat with The Flash, the less impressive that movie is. However, the one thing I think that's spectacular in that movie, start to finish the whole way through, is Michael Keaton's Batman. And getting to see him take it on, knowing things about the character now as an older actor, and not somebody who's kind of kicking off the idea of Batman movies in this much darker, grittier tone, I love, right? Like, I thought that worked really well. And the idea of him sinking his teeth into Beetlejuice at this point in life, I think, is really cool too. Winona Ryder, I think, has showed us with her Stranger Things, comeback, that she's, on top of her game right now too. I'm not gonna say that like Winona now would be better than Winona back then, because Winona, I think, peak was back in the day. But I think she's shown you that she's still got plenty of talent, and the idea of her coming back into this world is a lot of fun. And Jenna Ortega is one of the most talented young actors in all of Hollywood, and certainly someone that fits quite well into these types of worlds. She was fantastic as Wednesday, and I think she'll crush here as Lydia's daughter. So let's not waste any more time. My mom found my earpods in the recliner back home in Jersey, so we got the headphones in already. Let's get the trailer up for you guys, and let's not waste any more time and take a look at what we are getting with the teaser trailer for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Alright, Warner Brothers logo, trying to get into a Beetlejuice vibe, although I think it might be a little bit more Wednesday feeling. There's Jenna. I also love that we're getting Deo from the mind of Tim Burton. I also love that we're getting Tim Burton back as well. Like, I don't think you do this unless you get Tim Burton back. Oh, there she is. Winona looking great. Catherine O'Hara there. I wonder if that's Lydia's dad's funeral. Oh, there it is, man. This fall. Yes. Let's go. Lydia looks so worried, like, oh no. He's back. Something's clearly happened to this relationship, and
the juice is loose.
Juice is loose. Oh, I love it. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice 2024 AD. September 6th. Alfred Go, Miles Miller on the screenplay and directed by Tim Burton. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man, that looks great. Look, this trailer's not giving us much, right? And when you're talking about September, we got 6 months to go there. I'm not necessarily looking for something that's going to blow me away, but I want something that's going to give me the vibe. So giving me Deo, even in a slowed down choir version to kind of vibe with the funeral proceedings at the beginning of the trailer, I think definitely, boom, puts you right back into that world. As soon as you see Winona, it just looks like a grown-up version of Lydia, and I can't wait to see her back. And then I think Jenna Ortega looks great too, man. Like I said, just from the vibe that she gives as an actor, I think she's the perfect casting to kind of bring in here and play with Keaton and Winona. But also, Catherine O'Hara being back, she looks fantastic. And I mean, just like going up the stairs, seeing the attic, the minute you pull the curve, like the sheet off of the town model, you're just like, oh, it's coming, man. And as a kid, Beetlejuice was something that I always loved, that movie. And then I got even more Beetlejuice on Saturday mornings because there was a cartoon show. So it was always fun. Spent a lot of time in Beetlejuice's realm with sandworms and all that good stuff with the cartoon. But like a shot like this just brings you right back. And that's the type of stuff that you can get excited about coming off of a teaser trailer like this, where it's like, yeah, we're not going to give you tons of stuff, but you know what? We're going to show you things that are going to make you go, well, this looks like the right vibe, and hopefully we end up landing in a spot where this is exactly what you're looking for. But, I mean, the juice is loose. Like, come on, man. Like, Keaton, and we'll get to the next shot of Keaton where you really get a good look at his Beetlejuice, but this shot of Winona's face, man, like, she is clearly very afraid that Beetlejuice is back around and kicking. So I can't wait to see how all of that plays itself out, right? Like, you got him put away by the end of the last movie, but what has transpired between then and now that would have Lydia looking as terrified as she does here? Which, God, man, Winona just looks great. But then it's all about that shot of Keaton at the end. And, like, he almost looks like a dirtier, grimier version of Beetlejuice, right? I mean, obviously, Keaton is a little bit older, and you can see it, with the wrinkles in his face. So Beetlejuice has aged a little bit. I don't know, man. He feels as grimy as you would want him to. And I think he looks freaking fantastic. Like, I'm just so here. I was very excited when this got announced. Like I said, it's not something that I needed, but the idea of this group coming back together specifically at this point in time, and someone like Jenna Ortega being able to come play with them, it's just super exciting, especially with all the drama that's going on with Scream and knowing that we're not going to get that coming back with Jenna. It gives us something other than Wednesday to really look forward to with her. And then I'm always here for Keaton, and I'm always here for Winona. So I'm pumped, man. I definitely want to see more. This is definitely a true to form tease, and it doesn't really give too much away. Like I said, I'm thinking Lydia's dad or a family member has passed, and coming back home, Lydia's daughter is gonna find this thing and figure out how to unleash Beetlejuice, and that's good enough for a tease for me, man. It certainly is something that gets you excited, and I personally can't wait to see what we get before September when we get a deeper look, and then obviously when we get to September for Beetlejuice. But the question is, what about you? What are you guys thinking, man? How big of a Beetlejuice fan are you? Did you grow up with the movie, the cartoon show, both? Did you come to them later in life? How did you get into Beetlejuice? I know there's also a Broadway show, so maybe that was your in. And how excited are you at the idea of bringing the movie back? I'm definitely someone who kind of lands in the middle sometimes, where it's like, not everything needs to be sequelized, especially stuff that was never sequelized to begin with. But every once in a while, if you cook up something that maybe is gonna, scratch that itch or do that thing that, makes you go, I'm glad we went back to this world, then it's worthwhile. So are you feeling that way? What do you think of the teaser? What's visually popping to you? What are you excited about? What are you looking forward to? Anything you got, really, good, bad, indifferent, on the teaser trailer for Beetlejuice. Put it down below in the comment section. I look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. Like I said, we got a bunch of trailers to look at, so you want to be here for any of that coverage. You just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support. Hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. It's super easy. All you got to do, jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Hey, what's up, C-Maniac Nation? Winter Ken here, where we grow out our roots and our beard, letting you know that you can see some new C-Man videos right up here and right down here. And if you want all those videos and show that man a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation right over there, and the C-Man will catch you on the next one.